Hey, it's Bree, and there's something on my mind. If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, you might want to go ahead and click that red button and subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell for notifications. I'm going to be getting a little personal today, and I feel like we should be able to grow from this point if I'm going to be telling you guys my business. One of the reasons I'm making this video is because my channel is so therapeutic to me. I feel like it's a place where I can be creative and also be myself. I feel like it will be freeing. I feel like it will release me of all the things that I've kind of been holding on to that I will officially, after this video, not need to care about. I'm gonna get straight into this video. I was hanging out with my best friend yesterday, and we were kind of catching up. I haven't seen him in like so long. Make a long story short, I was kind of finding out things that I already knew, I already felt, but it was interesting to have confirmed. We're gonna talk about the fact that I am actually losing friends, like legit. To really understand what I mean when I'm saying that I am losing all my friends, I have to take you guys back about like 2 years ago. When you're from LA is boring. Like, when you're actually born and raised from LA, you're used to it. Like, LA is boring because it's either like you're gonna kick it with people you went to high school with, you're gonna kick it with people who you just consistently see and they decided that you're worth remembering, because in LA nobody remembers each other. It's very fucking rude. There's only a certain amount of people who are actually from LA that you can hang out with. Anything beyond that, like, who's cool, they're not from here. Like, you know, anything outside of the people that you know from here, you're gonna have to hang out with people who are not from here, because there's so many people who are not from here. About 2 years ago, I was hanging out with a group of people who are Los Angeles natives. And in that time, like, I was crazy. The Brianna 2 years ago, she was a weirdo. Like, I take full responsibility for the person that I used to be. And I know who I used to be. Like, 2 years ago, I was a finesser. I didn't want to work. I was finessing. Like, I don't even want to say I was hustling, because if I was hustling, I would still be doing it. I was just finessing, and that period of my life is over. It's done. During this finessing period, I was going out all the time. I wasn't even working, but I was getting money. You feel me? So there was nothing to do but go out all the time. And I still had this like high school mentality where I wanted to flex. I wanted to always be seen. And that's kind of what I was seeking. Like, I was seeking clout. I was seeking things to just come to me. That's the best way I can describe it. I was fucked up. I was always high. I was always drunk. And I just felt like, because I'm Brianna Lay, people should recognize that I'm Brianna Lay. And when I go out, an opportunity will just be given to me. That's not how things work, kids. But that's where my mindset was. I had this huge group of friends to not be in high school, to be like an adult. I had way too many friends. And when I would finesse, I had money, and I would be like, drinks on me, drugs on me. Like, I was like a sugar mama. I was buying like $56 Ubers if I wanted to go somewhere. Like, the vans, bitch. Like, the bigger than the Uber X, whatever that is. I would pay for those. I would pay for those and be chill about it. I would never bring that shit back up. That's why I gotta make this video, because it's like, I would never, everything that I did, I never brought that shit back up later. Ever. I never like put money down and bought drinks for everybody and then turned around and was like, yeah, bitch, but I bought drinks for, like, you chose to do that. I chose to do that, so that's why I don't ever bring it up, because it's like, nobody told you to do that shit. You did it, you know? But I'm just saying, that's the kind of person I am. I just think it's funny how within the span of 2 years, I've gone through like a lot of shit. Let's just say 2015, I was at my peak. I was a popping bitch. I was finessing, I was getting money, I was turning up. There were no responsibilities. I still lived at home. Like, the world was like literally anything I wanted, you know? And 2016, my life started to crumble. Like, 2016, my life just started to like spiral out of control. It was like I had no control over my life, and I'm a big person that like likes control. I like to be in control of like my image and how I'm seen, and I'm really big on that. Like, I like to be like 6 steps ahead at all times. And in 2016, I was literally 6 steps behind. I didn't know, I couldn't even trust myself. And so I think that the loss of control was like seeping through the cracks, and it started to be something that I couldn't control. Like, I couldn't continue to go out and have a new outfit every time I went out. It was new for me to get adjusted to, and it was like a slap in the face. Like, you're not really that bitch, honey. You're not really that bitch. Literally, bad thing after bad thing after bad thing kept happening to me. And none of these people I could talk to, and that should have been a red flag, you know? But let's fast forward to recent reality. Let's fast forward to Brianna today and who I am today and how I'm such a different person and how I'm able, like I said, to acknowledge who I was and dismiss that bitch. Like, I don't know that bitch, and I tweet about it all the time. That's the crazy thing. Like, I'm always talking about how that's not who I am anymore. If you haven't seen me in 3 months, you don't know me anymore. Like, a lot of people go on social media and pretend, but I really don't. Like, I go on social media to share my life and share my growth as a person. I'm not going on there stunting my growth to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. And I'm also the same way in real life. Like, I genuinely don't have the energy to meet people and to be someone that I'm not, and to like pretend that I care about them if I don't care about them. Like, if I don't like somebody, it's not even necessarily that I don't like them, but if I feel like we're not gonna click, then I just avoid that person. I'm not gonna key to see what I can get out of you, or key because you got a car, or key because you're friends with my friend. I don't care. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what's gotten me in this position. I'm doing all these things with these people. They love me. Oh my God, Brianna, yeah, you crazy bitch. We love you, girl. To 2016, like, I start to become closer to my real friends, realize who my real friends are, and only give my energy to those units. Like, in 2016, my life was so fucked up, I could only give my energy to the units of people that I know would give it back. I had real friends, and I had friends that I partied with. I feel like that's what will really make the story make sense, because I was always partying. I was clout chasing. So, like, my friends are living regular people lives. They're going to college. They're graduating college. I'm kicking it with people who are not in school. I'm kicking it with people who have cars for 3 months and then they never have a car again for 2 years. Literally like me. I'm kicking it with people who are inconsistent, who don't have stability. And meanwhile, my real friends who I love to death were creating stability for themselves. And now I'm like just now catching up. But I started to give my energy to those friends because I was getting that back. I was feeling motivated. I was feeling inspired. And I was being chastised. These were friends that were telling me, like, we would go to a party and they'd be like, bitch, why did you bring me here? And my friends started to, like, sober me up to my other friends. They started to make me see things where it was like, fuck, why did I stress myself out? Why did I buy a new outfit to be around these fucking people? Like, it was just all these things built up to this point where, like, you're meeting people who have 23K on Instagram and then you meet them in real life and they're weird as fuck. Like, weird as fuck. Like, when they walk away from you, you're like, who the fuck was that? I was kicking it with people who have followers that I couldn't even fucking stand or understand. It was either one of those two. Like, I really secretly, they were like my frenemy, or I didn't even fucking get them. I didn't even understand what the hype about them was. But whatever, let's get fucked up. Seriously, that was my group of friends. Welcome to LA. So let's talk about present day. 2017, 2018, I completely isolated myself. Things happened in my life where it was like, there was no point in putting on a front, and there was no point in giving my energy and being around people who didn't want me to win. I started to feel like I was a character. I started to feel like I was a joke to these people, because the way that I was expecting to advance within the circles, I was seeing other people advance and I wasn't. And that's when I started to know that there was some kind of hateration. I really took the time to self-reflect and see that to these people, I was nothing but a joke. You guys know a Brianna that I am proud to present. And I think that's why my channel is successful in the way that it is. This Brianna, she's done playing games. She's done wasting her life, and she understands hard work and real work. And I noticed that when I started my channel from the beginning, people were happy, people were excited. I got good feedback from my friends. But I noticed that as my channel started to get more successful, that's when I stopped getting the Instagram likes. That's when I stopped getting invited to parties, and, you know, I started to get shaded. Bitches wanted to try to clap back on Twitter when they know that I'm that bitch on Twitter. So you shouldn't even remotely throw 20% of shade, if not 40%, where it's detectable, where I gotta let you know to shut up. They was on the timeline saying weird shit. Their social media behavior was different. What can make your behavior different if I'm still the same bitch? I just have priorities. I'm putting my energy into something. When you put your energy into your clothing line, I supported you. When you put your energy into modeling, I supported you. When you put your energy into your photography, I supported you. So when I go and I start a YouTube channel, and I'm the crazy one, and I'm the wild one, and I'm the one that everybody knows would be funny to watch on the internet, why is that all of a sudden you guys don't fuck with me anymore? I'm losing my friends because people like you until you start to do too much better than them. And that's just a fact. That's just human nature. Because when you align with people, it's because you're on the same level. And as you grow and you learn about yourself, you go to other levels that will separate you from certain people that are not ready to get to the mental level to be where you want to go. To hear that the narrative of me amongst these people went from someone who was, oh yeah, I love Brianna, she's so outspoken, like she knows how to turn up, like when she comes around everything is so much fun, like I love when Bri is here, to, oh, you know what, I didn't really even want to invite her because she's too much, you know. And damn, now that I say that on camera, that's probably why these bitches stopped inviting me out, because someone came up with the idea that, oh, you know what, Brianna's too much, I don't know, she's so loud, I don't really feel like hearing that. I just uncovered why I'm losing friends. I feel like I need a cleanse. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm just like, why be so predictable? I already knew that I was losing my friends. I already knew that they weren't my friends. I just didn't think that they would be so predictable. Because I lost a lot of people. I think a lot of people don't fuck with me right now. If we're being true T, I really think that if I walked into a room, at least 15 people would all be pissed off at the same time. I think a lot of people don't fuck with me. I did my rant. I said what I had to say, and I got personal. But now it's time for me to take that rant and apply it to someone that may be going through something similar. They're going through it right now, and they're like still trying to hold on to these friends. They're gone. They're not your friends. You're gonna have friends that you meet when you're on some fuckery, and something inside of you is going to crave more, and you're going to want to chase it. If you lose friends because you want to chase more from life, those are friends that are okay to lose. When I'm telling you, I've had so many countless friends turn against me. So many. It's going to happen in life. But every friend that turns against you is an opportunity to ask yourself, who am I? Because when you lose a friend and that friend turns against you, you start to hear so much about yourself. And you have to ask yourself, am I going to defend what these people think I am, or am I going to continue to be me? When you follow the path of continuing to be you, there's so much more strength and power on that road. People ask me all the time, if you don't like that person, why do you talk about them? If that person's irrelevant to you, why do you talk about them? I feel like what I'm trying to say could be summed up with one Cardi B video.
You know, I hate when a bitch that I don't like always want to be on some, I don't know why you so worried about me. What you mean, why am I worried about you? No, why I'm worried about you, because I know you're worrying about me. And I know how people get when they worried about somebody. They on some defense mode. They on some, oh, I can't with this bitch. I gotta get her out of here.
I hope that when you watch this video, you guys gain strength and you guys are like somewhat kind of inspired to just not give a fuck. That was the whole point of this video. I'm losing friends, but I don't give a shit. If you like this video, go ahead and turn that thumbs up below. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and let me know how you guys feel about losing friends. What do you see from the experience? The older and older I get, I'm just starting to feel like every L is a lesson. Every time I lose something, I learn something. So it's really not a big deal to me, but I love perspective and I want to hear from you guys. I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time.